This couldn't have come at a better time. The Mets destroyed the Marlins last night, 19-9 in phenom rookie pitcher Jonah Tong's major league debut. It was an electric, eventful night at Citi Field, one that Tong and fans will never forget as he impressed on the mound and the Mets hit 6 home runs. I am Adam Choit, your host for today here on Mets Digest, and before we dig in on all that, I just want to give you guys a quick heads up, a quick reminder to please subscribe, because as you can see, nearly 68% of you guys watching these videos are not subscribed, so please take a quick second to do that. It is appreciated for sure. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Jonah Tong, what is there to say? Just three runs last night. One of them, only one, was earned. His ERA is under 2. It was an exciting night at Citi Field. I was watching the game. Congrats to him and his family. Congrats to Jonah, his first major league victory. The Mets offense absolutely exploded. 12 runs in the first couple of innings, 6 home runs in the game, 19 runs total. It was just a great night out at the ballpark. Fireworks night at Citi Field. So plenty of fans, I'm sure, stayed around for after the game for those festivities and had a great time during the actual game itself. Jonah was, I don't want to say he was electric, although it was an electric night. He was definitely very solid. 6 strikeouts in those 5 innings that he pitched. He was not able to really spot his fastball, perhaps as much as he would have liked to, but the changeup was effective enough. The curveball he threw in here and there, and we'll get into all of that in a little bit, his arsenal and its effectiveness. But let's dig in on the recap from last night's awesome win for the Mets. As you can see, 19-9, there is Jonah coming off the mound, in which I'm pretty sure what's pictured here is the final out that he recorded in the 5th inning to secure the opportunity to get the victory, which the Mets, of course, did hold on to, 19-9, despite both teams using position players as pitchers later in the game as it became more and more of a farce. But what a great night for the Canadian Cannon. King Tong, we're all working on him and have been workshopping and brainstorming potential nicknames for Jonah Tong. But great night out at Citi Field. Here's Anthony DeComo's recap. Jonah Tong with the win. Things got a little weird at the end, but the Mets still scored a home game record, 19 runs to back Tong's successful major league debut. The Mets are on an 88-74 win pace, and they play later today at 4:10 Eastern time. So yes, a record-setting night at Citi Field. Also from the offensive side of things, they also set another team record, which we'll get into momentarily. But six home runs in the game is pretty exciting, pretty excellent, as well as those 19 runs being the home record for the team. What do we got here? Here's a little bit more of the celebration here, as you can see from the Mets Twitter X. They invited Jonah Tong out to do the little kick thing at the end of the celebration, but just an excellent night. And as you can also see, the splash which he received from his teammates of the blue Gatorade. Nice look, looks good on camera. There's a close-up look. This was the final moment of the bucket of Gatorade being splashed on him. I got this screen cap myself for you guys. It's just always a super cool moment, and these still images look great, and the slow motions look great with the bucket Gatorade being splashed on the hero of the game, so to speak. Here's his stat line, just baseball. Jonah Tong's major league baseball debut: 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, only one of them earned, no walks, and 6 Ks. Like I said, those 3 unearned runs are due to shoddy defense later in his outing, as Lindor and Alonso did let him down a little bit with some miscues, but overall, a very, very solid performance from Jonah Tong for his debut. The duo of Tong and Nolan McLean has given up 3 earned runs in 25 1/3 innings. Pretty excellent to see that. James Shiano with some game notes. Jonah Tong is so much fun. Pitching-wise, he's so nasty and also such a quirky dude. Laughing my you-know-what off. Must be sick to get 12 runs in support in debut. Pete and Nimmo are fully locked back in. Please tell Helsley Please tell me Helsley stopped tipping his pitches. Team is ready to go on a roll. Yeah, Jonah Tong's got a great personality, as you can see just watching. Really just watch any interview and any interaction and any conversation that he's had on YouTube, online, on SNY, on any of these sites. You can just really get a sense of his fun personality and his youthful spirit right away as soon as you watch him on screen. Helsley pitched a scoreless inning later in the game in a low leverage situation, so that was nice to see as well. Of course, Nimmo with a couple of home runs, and Soto and Alonso, Vientos, Terrens went deep later in the game. So big power night for the Mets. Team is ready to go on a roll. I certainly hope so. This is from Just Mets. Jonah Tong and Nolan McLean each won their major league debuts this month. It's the first time in Mets franchise history that multiple starters won their Major League Baseball debuts in the same season. So historic evening for the Mets, both on the pitching side and the hitting side last night out at Citi Field. And here's this flashed on the scoreboard, the big screen during the game. Is from Amanda Rose. Jonah Tong joins Dwight Gooden as the only Mets pitchers aged 22 or younger to throw at least 5 innings and allow 1 earned run or fewer in their major league debut for the Mets. Just another historical anecdote there, a record. Lots of great things from young Mets pitching out at Citi Field this past week or so. So that's great to see from Jonah as well. And again, congrats to him and his family who made an appearance on SNY during the game with Steve Gelb as well. Always love to see those segments with the family. That's always fun. Here's Jonah after the game talking about the Citi Field crowd, particularly as he closed out his outing in the 5th inning. I couldn't hear myself talk, which is a new one. The fans were amazing, and yes, they were. Anthony DeComo reporting here. Jonah Tong will stay in the rotation. Carlos Mendoza said after the game, the Mets are going to go with a 6-man for now. Jonah Tong will stay in the rotation, hopefully for the next 5, 10, 15 years. That would be quite something. Same thing with Nolan McLean, hoping that they last in the rotation for the foreseeable future, and I don't see any reason why that will not be the case, as they have looked great so far. Here's a image from MLB. This was popular on the broadcast to be discussed and shown, and as well as on the interwebs. Jonah Tong, of course, using Tim Lincecum as a model for his pitching growing up, really since he was 10 years old. He's been throwing very similar to him. He acknowledges the comparison, which makes a lot of sense. Both slight frame pitchers who throw very over the top, and just their mechanics and their motions are very similar. And of course, Tim Lincecum did have quite a bit of success in the major leagues as a pitcher. So perhaps I would say that Jonah Tong is choosing a good person to emulate. Let's dig a little bit more into last night's game and some of the arsenal from Tong. To underestimate Tong based on his baby-faced appearance, of course, would be folly. Tong made it to Citi Field on Friday night for a reason. He blazed his path to Queens by leveraging his mid-90s fastball, a Vulcan changeup that's become his best secondary pitch, and an overhand curveball that he tends to locate where he wants. With those weapons at his disposal, Tong kept the Marlins at arm's length for most of a 19-9 blowout win in his debut. Yeah, he looked good. The fastball, even though he was not able to spot it, you could see that the life on it, the rise, so to speak, although not scientifically possible. It gives the illusion to the batter that the ball is indeed rising. So he has an electric fastball, even if it does not touch 100 or even high 90s at that. So he's got a good fastball. His changeup, like Anthony DeComo of MLB.com just mentioned, is his best secondary pitch. And the curveball was really good. It had downward break. It looked sharp last night. It may have even played better than his changeup. So I kind of would like to see more curveballs worked into it. But I think once he's really able to spot that fastball, he's going to get even more strikeouts. He's going to get even more swings and misses. He's going to be ahead in the count more if he's able to spot his fastball in and out, up and down, wherever he would like. That will really open up the doors. And I think the changeup will play even better once he starts to spot that fastball a little bit better. I'm offering criticisms for a 22 on a 22-year-old's major league debut that was rather excellent at that, but small criticisms at that. It's really exciting to know that he was not ahead 0-1 on that. I'm gonna have to check, but on many hitters last night. So I think once again, if he's able to spot that fastball better, I think that will set up everything else that much more. Here's from Mark W. Sanchez of the Post, New York Post. When his 5 innings were over, punctuated by a called strike 3 to Liam Hicks, home plate umpire Andy Fletcher, perhaps coaxed by a crowd desperate for an escape. Tong had allowed 4 runs, just 1 earned on 6 hits with 0 walks and 6 strikeouts. He had not allowed 4 runs in any of his 22 starts with double or triple A, but miscues behind him were more to blame, displaying his Tim Lincecum-esque delivery. The spry generously listed 6'1" righty maxed out at 97.7 miles per hour, relied heavily on a changeup that induced a few whiffs and more weak contact, and mixed in a curveball that he used to record his first strikeouts. So yeah, just a little bit more about his arsenal. I know he's developing a slider as well. That will be super exciting. Imagine this guy when he's able to spot his fastball to set up that curveball and changeup, and he adds a hard slider into the mix. The sky really is the limit for this guy, and I think he is going to be an excellent pitcher in the major leagues. But what do you guys think about this gentleman right here? His youthful spirit has definitely been injected to the team. Same with Nolan McLean lately. But what do you think? Do you think Jonah Tong is going to be a star? Is he going to be a superstar? Am I setting the ceiling too high? Am I setting expectations too high for this guy? What do you think about the state of the Mets? Will they catch the Phillies? Still 5 behind. Plenty of distance now between them and the Reds for the final wild card. That seems in pretty good shape, but the Mets they will have to continue to take care of business on their own. But let me know what you guys think of Tong. What do you guys think of the state of the team? Like, comment, share, comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and let's go Mets.